Right. Hello, hello. Apologies for the somewhat abrupt end yesterday. Internet has been a bit weird. Hopefully that won't be the case today. So hopefully that will not be the case today. I also hope that today we're not going to get trolled by any random game stuff. Like, you know, questionable hits sort of thing. For sakes, we had the one with Father Owl on Tuesday. We also had the ape one Tuesday. And then we had the dragon thing yesterday. Let's hope none of that happens. Hope none of that happens. Because that's the thing, as far as like I go, I've got this one on lockdown pretty much. Like basically none of the hits now are my fault really. Or they're not like something I've obviously done wrong. They're just questionable things with the game. Or like a questionable like visual hitbox or something. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine though. I say the amount of runs I've had through like Fountainhead or something at this point, and I'm getting runs past Fountainhead like every day now. At this point it's just a matter of time. So hopefully it won't take too long to get though. Because of course there are other things I still want to do. So hopefully it won't take that long. I mean, I think I've been on this like, say on all memories specifically, maybe like 2.5 weeks. I'm not sure exactly how many streams of it I've done, but I think it's been around like 2.5, 3 weeks since the purification run. So So I don't know, but... So we've had a lot of close calls. I'm going to be honest, it has kind of taken maybe longer than I expected, given that it is just another purification run with 2 more bosses. But, I mean, we're pretty close. We are indeed pretty close. I think the main thing now is taking a lot of the early fights like slower and safer to make sure I get through them. I think that is probably the main thing. And make sure I get them hitless instead of just trying to rush through them to get attempts in. I think with even just that will probably be alright. But yeah, I mean... That's not a good start. And there's only so much practice you can do before you just have to sort of do runs and hope for the best. But I'm kind of at that point now. You know, hello Marina. Hope you're doing okay. Hope all is well. Yeah, I just need to take this more slowly to make sure I get through it. Yeah, I like that. You just beat Soul Warrior and Soul Master. That's pretty good. Yes, Soul Warrior is, and also Soul Master, that matter, early game is definitely, can definitely be a bit of a wall. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, Mantis Lord's next, yeah. Mantis Lords is a really good fight. Definitely can be tough, but it is a really good fight. And hello, Whiplow. I said your name correctly today, so I guess that's a start. I guess that is a start. Hope you're doing okay as well. Oh, you beat Soul Master State as well. Okay. Are you doing a first playthrough as well, or just playing for fun? If it's a first playthrough as well, then that's a pretty nice coincidence. Actually, I guess that's the thing, yeah. The Soul Master, or the, not Soul Master, the Mantis Lord's run back is a bit long, maybe, but yeah. First playthrough as well. Okay. We have 2, like, first Hollow Knight playthroughs just in sync with each other. That's pretty nice. I think I died a couple times to Mantis Lords in my first playthrough. I wouldn't say I found them super difficult, but I wouldn't say they were, like, easy. You know, especially in like early game. So I think I did them straight after Hornet. I think after Hornet they were like the next boss I tried. Honestly, I think the double part of the fight is the best bit. It's such like a fun and well balanced fight. Like it can definitely be a bit overwhelming, like on a first playthrough, but I know Mantis Lords is one of my favourite of like the base game bosses. I think it's definitely one of my favourite. Maybe even my favourite. Are you fucking kidding me? The last L1. You know, hello Sama. I was doing great until I missed the L1 there. The last L1 on Gyobu I just missed. Oh dear. Well, time for another 8 minutes of Outskirts. Hopefully that's not a theme for today. Oh yeah, Mantis Lords is quick, that's for sure. I think especially for being quite an early game fight, it is definitely quite fast. Yeah, I just didn't warm up. Yeah, just like yesterday, we just need that like 2-hour warm up run. It wasn't even a difficult attack. I just like it's an easy attack. It's completely free. I just missed. You know, like Joby wasn't in a weird position. He wasn't doing any like difficult attack. It was just I just choked. So back to Outskirts. So I think I struggled more with Soul Master than Mantis Lords on my first playthrough. Or not Soul Warrior, rather. No, wait, yeah, Soul Master. The boss one. I keep forgetting which way around they are. Soul Master is the boss, yeah. I struggled more with them than Mantis Lords. And honestly, that has a worse run back than Mantis Lords. Like, all of Soul Sanctum is definitely pretty tough. Oh shit. Please don't be like this today. I mean, that was just a weird attack that I always forget, but... Oh no, please don't be like this. I mean, maybe like early on I should just... Maybe early on, whatever the first one is, I should just play up to like... I don't know, Gunfort or something as a warm-up. You know, just pick a sort of point where there's a lot of like early game hits and just sort of play up to that point regardless as a warm-up. Instead of just resetting everything. I mean, maybe. It's definitely not a bad idea. Whenever you get in fights, you forget what button does what. Oh, yeah. I definitely had that issue as well. I think one thing that got me is that, because, you know, the spell and heal are the same button, but you need to hold to heal. So in a fight, I would be like, oh, I need to heal now. Start pressing the heal button, then think, oh, is this actually the correct button? Stop, and then it would fire a spell, and I'd lose all of the soul I had for healing. So that definitely happened to me a few times. Oh yeah, I could do that as well, just a straight up no reset. I mean, the only thing with that is it's a pretty long run to no reset. Well, you know, at least as far as Sekiro goes. So I guess, yeah, like that would depend more on timing, or like how long, you know, how long I have for stream sort of thing. But, I mean, I always could. So at the very least, I should probably do like start with a no reset to Gunfort or something, because that's all the places that I normally get hit in early game covered. You know, like Yobu, Ball, Armored Warrior, Gunfort. Yeah, I sometimes used to just like dash into an enemy as well. That's in like the whole damage on contacts thing did take a while for me to get used to. You know, not being able to just like walk into things. But I got used to it in the end. Did just take a bit of time. Once you kind of get used to it and like know the controls and stop just like running into things or spikes, it is a very, very good game. And also some of the extra DLC stuff is a lot of fun. Like with all the free DLCs, they probably added in like the 3 best bosses in the game or something. Or like, oh yeah, actually yeah, the 3 or 4 best bosses in the game. I just think Hollow Knight does get better as you play more. Like the early game is still very good. You know, don't get me wrong, the early game is still very good, but I think once you actually play more and get further on, it does get better. I mean, yeah, you're definitely progressing through the game. Like, you know, you've got into Soul Sanctum, got Soul Master, so definitely making progress. And I think like progression. I mean, I know progression on like sometimes can be a bit weird to find. I remember being stuck. I remember being stuck in the fungal wastes for like a day. because I didn't know that you could like bounce on the mushrooms. I am being stuck there for like a day or something because I didn't know you could like pogo the mushrooms to get more jump height. And I couldn't figure out what you were supposed to do to like get out of the room. So yeah, I mean, progression can sometimes be a bit weird, but it also just makes it more fun when you find it. Okay, at least that ogre went slightly better. And let's try and not mess up the very final hit of Yobu this time. Could have saved ourselves a good 10 minutes if I just pressed L1 earlier. But hey. Yeah, still waiting for any like, of course, after Hollow Knight they are making Silk Song, which I say they're making Silk Song, don't even know if it exists at this point. Apparently it does. But yeah, apparently that is happening at some point somewhere in the future. So you can also join the Wait Club for that. How long has it been since Silk Song was announced? Like 5 years or something? I want to say it was announced in like 2019. Yeah, 5 years. I keep forgetting that like 2017 was 7 years ago. Because like I know Silk Song I know Hollow Knight came out in 2017. I just completely forgot that that's 7 years ago. Yeah, 5 years since Silk Song announcement. We can all hope. We can hope. Okay, got him this time. I mean, I'm sure it'll definitely be worth it, but sure it'll be worth it, but you know, 5 years between like from an announcement with nothing else is definitely definitely an interesting one. And that's it. It depends how much stuff they're doing, because Team Cherry, for Hollow Knight at least, was only like a 3 or 4 person team, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, it depends how much they're doing. Or like if they've expanded their team at all. Yeah, I'm sure it will be definitely worth it whenever it comes out. At whatever point in the future. Because like I was thinking that, because of course Elden Ring between the DLC announcement and the DLC trailer was, I think, slightly over a year. I just remember thinking that was like that was quite a long time between announcing it exists and any form of trailer, and so like five years is just insane. So not complaining, it's just a very long time. So I'm pretty sure all we still have in terms of gameplay or anything is the like thing Nintendo did at E3. I don't understand, Bull. Oh no, it's one of these days. It's gonna be one of these days. Please tell me we're not going to be stuck here for another like half an hour. Well, it definitely hasn't been the best of starts, let's say that much. Definitely not the best of starts. Oh dear. Let's just consider this warm-up. Lots and lots of warm-up. Wait, does it not work? Wait, doesn't it? I'll get another one, but... Does it actually not work? I mean, so I don't know if it doesn't or something's going on, but... Let's just make a new one. I'll just make a new one. I mean, it shouldn't have expired, but... That would definitely be a me thing to do, though. Like, post a Discord, like, invite link everywhere and it's just expired. That would definitely be a me thing to do. So I'll probably take your word for it. So it shouldn't have a time limit on it. So I don't know. I do not know. Hopefully that new one should be working. Okay, let's try and not get stuck in early game hell again. Let's try not to get stuck in this. You know, I've been here half an hour. You know, we've had our back and forth of getting hit at various bosses. Now it's time to actually get a run. Now is the time for an actual run. I mean, so what have we had so far? We've had Tutorial, Geni, Gyobu and Bull. Yes, we've basically got hit by everything. Everything in early games so far. As long as we don't take an ogre hit here, that would definitely be something. You know, just get actually every single early game boss covered. I just keep saying, I just need to go slower. Because that, honestly, in all honesty, that's what got hit by Bull. So I went for like a sort of like cheeky, like slightly risky attack. When it was in a weird position and it did a bullshit move. It did a bullshit move, but it wouldn't have done that move if I didn't go for the attack, is the thing. So, you know, it was kind of me trying to be fast that got me hit there. So I just need to go slower. I think that's probably my biggest downfall, is that I'm a no-hit runner without the patience for no-hit. No. I don't have the patience to do all these setups and do all this like slow stuff for safety. I just kind of go for it. Case in point. Dude, how have I gotten hit by literally every boss? It's one hit to every boss so far. So next hit is going to be to Genichiro, probably. Because we've had Gyobu, Tutorial Geni, Bull, and now Ogre. So I guess next on the list is Ashina Castle Genichiro. Don't really know why I'm not playing well though. Because I said, like, sure, I'm being a bit greedy, which isn't great, but even when I'm not being greedy, I'm just playing bad. Because I don't really know what's going on today. Do not know what is happening. I'd say 40 minutes on early game is never a good sign. Never a good sign. I think this next run on all boss fights, I'm just going to go really slow. I'm going to go really slowly on boss fights and just make sure I get them hitless. No, nothing risky. Nothing risky, super slow and safe, just make sure I can do the fight. Because 40 minutes without getting past ball is not good. I really don't know what's going on with runs today. Because like Tuesday runs were ridiculously good. Then yesterday we had the one really good run as well. Before the dragon stuff. So I don't know, I've been playing like really well and doing like really good runs the past couple days, and now all of a sudden today it's just horrendous. I say just take everything slowly. Just a slow run but a safe run is what I need to do. You know, just to actually get out of the early stuff. I mean, I full well know that if I get through early game, then the run is probably just going to go all the way through Fountainhead or something. You know, if I get past, with the runs, it's basically if I get past early game, we're pretty much set until like Dragon. dragon or like demon or something, you know? So I very actually rarely get hit sort of in the section between like after Centipede and before, well actually and before the end of Fountainhead. Like yesterday's one was more of a one-off. I very rarely get hit in that entire section. So if I can just have a run make it to that section. Okay, at least we actually killed Ogre this time. That's it, I think, like, if you took a look at every single attempt of this run and the purification run that I did, like, a few weeks ago, like, if you look at all of the attempts, no-hit attempts, I think there'll be a massive, like, there'll be a massive spike around the start, like, Ogre Gyobu Ball, and there'll be a massive spike in Hirata. I think all of the stuff in between that, there'll be basically nothing. Like that thing between Gunfort and Fountainhead, I can only remember being hit like 3 times. In like all attempts. And I probably had at least like, I don't know, probably at least like 15 runs that have made it to Fountainhead. Like between Purification and All Memories. I don't know, maybe more, I don't actually know. So it's that like middle section I very rarely get hit by. So if we get past the early game, we'll be hopefully pretty much set for like that part. Come on. So just take the fight slow. Make sure I no-hit it. Okay. See, I just need to take the fight slow. Just be a bit more careful. I just need to be a bit more careful. And not go for any, like, stupidly risky attacks. Just don't be dumb, basically. Oh, hello, Gabriel. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. I guess that also applies to Bull, though. Bull needs to not be stupid. Okay, off to Bull. And hopefully past it. Yeah, I'm playing on controller. Basically every game I play I use controller, to be fair. Like every Souls game I do, and then also just most other games. I just prefer it. Okay, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Okay, that's called getting greedy. Just killed Blazing Bull, nice. Was it a first playthrough or just, you know, just doing another like playthrough for fun? If it's a first playthrough, that's really good because this boss is quite annoying for first playthrough. Especially this early on. That was a bit close. Okay, please hit a wall, please hit a wall. He did not hit a wall. Great. Oh, that was close. Oh my god, Bull is not behaving. Holy fuck. I'm not even playing super risky, Bull is just not behaving. Holy fucking god. I'm sorry, I wasn't even being greedy there, that was just a really uncooperative Bull. Almost got hit like 5 different times. Well, in fairness, we did make it past Bull like I said we would. So... we did make it past Bull. So if I can just get past, like... I think the main thing for like all of early game to close it off is Gun Fort. Like I say, if I can get past like Ganitro, Armoured Warrior, Gun Fort, then this one is looking pretty good. Okay. Let's just not mess up Genny, please. Yeah, this is glitchless, yeah. For like no hit runs, you're not allowed to use any glitches. We do cheese a lot of bosses, as you can as you can see right now. We do cheese a lot of fights, but yeah, we can't do any glitches. I do not like this position. Okay, he got himself out of the corner. Well, we made it past Genichiro, so that's something. That is at least something. Jeez, an hour to get past Genichiro. Oh boy. An hour to get past Genny. I would say we're here now, so... Just need to capitalize on it. And make sure there are no stupid mistakes. Just make sure there are no silly mistakes. I guess obviously also like given we're an hour in, I'm kind of warming up at this point. Like kind of getting more into it. So hopefully it will go better from now. Yeah, it definitely took a while to get here though. Should not have taken like 5 runs to get past Genichiro. Well, actually, it took 5 runs to get past Bull. Really, it should take like 3 at tops. Well, we're here now, so let's just not fuck anything up. So just grab the skill book. And then we can go off to Senpo. Okay. Okay, we have something going in an hour. In all honesty, Sempo can actually be a bit sketchy. But there are even a couple enemies that I've been hitten by in this place. No, like the rat before Armored Warrior springs to mind. I've been hit by that dude a couple times. So honestly, this can actually be a bit of a scary place. But say normally the only thing to worry about is Armored Warrior. But not really anything else. Yeah, the worst parts for sure are just the random hits along the way. Because, you know, you kind of feel that, like, if you're getting hit anywhere, it should be to a boss fight. And, you know, you're never really... I think the only place you're really worried about getting hit, like, in the actual world, is Gunfort. There's not really anywhere else, running-wise, that is nervous. So it just makes those hits all the more annoying that you think you're basically, you know, sorted until the next boss fight. And you're not really thinking about, you know, much. You're just, like, going to get to the boss and then fight the boss. And then, you know, you just take a random hit to an enemy. It's just like, well, got to reset. Yeah, they can be annoying. I mean, it depends how far into the run it is, and also, like, I mean, obviously they're always annoying, but depending on how far into the run and also, like, how runs before had gone, like, how runs earlier in the day had gone, can definitely affect, like, how annoying it is. But they're definitely the worst hits. Just, you know, the random mobs. Okay, please give me the good attack. Wait, what? Wait. Why did he take so little posture damage? That is supposed to kill. I didn't get hit there, did I? That's supposed to kill. Did I miss something? That's why it didn't kill. Okay. Okay, that's why. Because normally that is like completely scripted. You do the Echo, you do 1R1, he starts with that sort of like block attack, then the overhead, you R1, deflect, R1 deflect, R1 Makiri, 6 R1s, deflects the big combo, and 1 more R1 kills him. You know, if he starts with that sort of block attack, that is completely scripted. 100%. So I got really confused why it didn't kill. And I guess that's why. Because I forgot to use the... forgot to upgrade my attack power from Genichiro. That honestly could have been really bad then. Like, that honestly could have been really bad. Because, you know, I'm always like, oh yeah, I hope Armored Warrior gives me the script. And then when Armored Warrior actually does give me that nice attack at the start, I always just like shut up, because it's like, okay, I've got the script, and now I'm actually nervous about, you know, messing it up. Because of course, if he doesn't give me that attack and I get hit, I can just be like, oh, he didn't give me what I'm used to, it was just a weird attack or something, and, you know, come up with an excuse or something, you know? If he gives me that opener, I always have to focus to make sure I get it, because that's actually like the thing I want. Yeah, I was missing an attack power. And so it did not kill. In all honesty, I kind of got away with that. That could have been very bad. Because I also, when I maxed out his posture the first time, it was with a Makiri in the complete wrong direction. You know, so I had to like wait and do it again. Okay, use the Genichiro attack power, please. Because normally I level the attack power when I also get the skills. I do it at the temple. But then, you know, sometimes I do it at Kuro's room just out of habit. But I guess this one I just... You know, at Kuro's room is like, oh, okay, I'll do it at the temple with... when I do the skills like I normally do. And then when I got to the temple... I just completely forgot about the attack power. I probably just assumed it had already been done. Yeah, could have been bad, but we got away with it. Although this is now time for the next part on the hopefully we get away with things. Good old gun fort. Good old gun fort. Yo, hello Will. Nice to see you. Hope you are good. Stream today has been quite something. I've been hit by literally every boss up to Bull. And including Bull. Oh, F1 just finished. Who won? I assume Verstappen, because that seems to be how F1 goes now. So I don't watch it, but I assume Verstappen. did. That's just how F1 works now. And I haven't really watched it since, like... I remember my brother and I used to watch it a lot. I probably haven't watched it since, like... 2012, 13. I think somewhere around there is the last time I actually, like, properly watched it. And then I have, like... I'm trying to remember what F1 games we have. I know we have F1 2009 on the Wii, because my brother and I played that a ton. He played 2009 on the Wii. I might also have, like, 2014, but I wasn't really following F1 at that point. I just had the game. Okay, we got Gunthought. I don't think... I swear it was literally just called F1 2009. I don't remember it being called anything else. I still remember playing that a lot. I even remember some, like, the missions and stuff you had to do in it. Oh, you're just on about... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't remember it being called that. So I think the only F1 games I've played are 09 and 14. So I think I played... It was either 14 or 12, I can't remember. I remember playing it on the Xbox. Because my friend basically just, like, convinced me to get it, and then they basically convinced me to get it, so I bought it. They destroyed me in, like, races for a couple days or a couple weeks, whatever, and then didn't play it. That's it. Like, my brother especially played F1 2009 an absolute shit ton. Like, he did, like, full-length races, you know? He would sit down on a weekend and do a full-length, like, 60-lap race. I mean, it was fun, to be fair. Like, it is... I enjoyed it, but of course, you know, that's like 8-year-old me playing it. So it would probably be very different now. I'm sure I'd still enjoy it. And finally played DS2 again. Nice. Nice, nice. So what have you got? You just have DLCs left, right? And, well, obviously, like, the farming stuff if you want platinum. But I'm pretty sure you just have DLCs left, yeah? So I don't know when the next time I'm going to play DS2 is. I'm going to say it'll be some point next week, but I don't know when next week. I've got up to 18 Sunlight Medals. I mean, getting closer then. And the sad part is Sunlight Medals, I remember being the easier thing to farm. Well, I guess they were harder to farm per se, but the actual setup of farming them is a lot easier. At least the way I did the farming. The setup for the Bellkeeper stuff that I did took forever. The setup took forever, but once I'd done the setup, the actual farm itself was okay. After you get the medals, we can go and do New Game +2? What? Have you already done the Bellkeeper one? Interesting. Also, can I make this jump? Because I just remember the way I did it was there's a miracle that like locks onto enemies. So the way I did it so that I didn't have to like go up into the bell and like check if the dude had spawned or not was I cleared out every single enemy in Belfry Soul and every single enemy in like those 2 rooms of Iron Keep all 12 times so that they despawned, so that then when I used the miracle it would either do nothing or it would point towards the enemy in Belfry Soul for the Covenant. But that's the way I did it. I mean, I guess, yeah, I could have like gone up and checked every time, but I say by doing it that way, I could basically like cast the miracle. If nothing comes up, rest at the bonfire, cast again, rest at the bonfire, cast again. Okay, something's come up, so go and get him and go and kill him, then cast again, and just did that. So I basically just sit at the bonfire over and over again. But yeah, the setup definitely took a while. Sunken Valley. I don't forget to talk to you that much. Come on, it's not that much I forget to talk to you. Let's be honest here. So you're not just doing the DLCs now, are you gonna like... You're gonna go and get all other achievements or something first? Or what? Yeah, DLC spells count for platinum. Because I guess the DLC is like included in the main game, because like Scholar is just one game. It's not a base game in DLC. Yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls Remastered. But, you know, they chose not to include it. I mean, I had kind of forgotten that. Okay, this is going to sound weird. I'd remembered it, but I had forgotten it. Like, I remember needing to go to certain just like random edges of the DLCs to get items because they counted towards the platinum. But I couldn't remember what those items were. Yeah, I guess they were spells. What is that? It was the sweep, but it just looked very weird because of the angle I was at. Excuse me? What, bro was fucking dead? Are you fucking kidding me? He was dead. What happened? What happened? What, hold on. Hold on. Well, he was dead. Don't know why the quality's so rough. It's not even close to me. Like, what? Oh, come, that's just bullshit. Like, his sword is over here, and I hit him, and he just instantly pivots around with the sword. Are you fucking kidding me? His sword is nowhere near me, and I kill him, and he just, like, turns around in one frame. But for whatever reason, when he goes into that, like, that final pose for me to do the death blow, his weapon hitbox stays active. Or something. That's just unfair. But that's the thing, like, I'm behind him, I'm attacking him, his sword is, like, coming over here somewhere. As you see, when I hit him, so this is the hit that breaks his posture for me to kill him. So this attack, when I hit him, he turns around to, like, get into position for me to do the death blow. But for whatever reason, that turnaround comes with an extra sword attack here. Like, his sword is over here, and then in one frame, it teleports through me over here. Like, in one frame, it goes from over here to over here and through me. Fucking come on. Fucking come on. See what I mean when I say at this point it's just bullshit. We can add that to the list of runs in the past week that aren't my fault. So that brings the count in the past 3 streams to runs that have been decent, where the first hit wasn't my fault, to 4. 4 runs in 3 streams that there's nothing I could have done. Yeah, apparently doing the fight perfectly doesn't mean you no-hit it. Like, what does the game want me to do for that? Say, like, the Father Owl one, I wouldn't really say was my fault. Because looking at it, it shouldn't have hit me. The ape one, the double ape one, you could argue was my fault. Because I kind of just, like, jumped and MD'd a location, even though ape has always gone to that location every time I fought it, except for that one time. So, you know, you could argue that that one is my fault, but I still disagree. The dragon one wasn't my fault, because it didn't even look like it hit me. And then that one is also not my fault. So 4 good runs in the past week that have died to nothing. I don't know why I dodged that, I always deflect that. Oh, that is sad. Just as we had gotten out of early game hell and gotten an actual proper run going, the game just hits me with that. Well, we get to do it again. We get to do all this stuff again. I mean, that was what, like 40 minutes probably? 35 minutes? Just gone. So apparently, like, I don't understand that though. I can't even come up with a reason as to why that could happen. So apparently, if Ape is doing like the big combo and you're behind it and you kill it while you're behind it, apparently it can just... Apparently when it spins around to like face you for the death blow, the sword can still hit you. Although I don't remember that happening. I must have killed Ape like that before, where I'm hitting it in that combo. I must have killed Ape like that before. I don't remember that happening. I mean, yeah, sometimes it does just glitch, but like, if the game's going to come up with a like bullshit glitch, can it do it in a run that isn't no hit? Like, can it do it in something that isn't no hit? Or if it's going to glitch, can it glitch like here and not on Ape? You know? Yeah, add that to the list of runs that aren't my fault. Ah, shit. I mean, I'm raging at that one because there's nothing I did wrong. You know, it's not like I made a mistake and got punished. There's literally nothing I did wrong, which is why I'm mad. I didn't do anything wrong and still got hit. Well, yeah, back to this. Back to my favourite early game. Why couldn't it have glitched like there on an earlier run? I mean, yeah, I guess there is being careful, but at the same time, like... But at the same time, I couldn't really be careful for that because I didn't know it existed. You know, there are certain things that I know can happen, like, not necessarily glitches, but just, like, random enemy attacks and things that I know can happen. So I'm more careful than I maybe need to be. You know, even if I can just run past an enemy, like, 90% of the time, I'll still have, like, a really safe strat and do a really safe strat because of that 10%, you know? But I didn't even know that that was a thing. So I couldn't really adjust for it. I just assumed that when you max the boss's posture, they would let you death blow it. But apparently that was, you know, that was the wrong assumption to make. And well done, Will. Congrats on passing your test. Hope it wasn't too bad. And that means you can go back to DS2 now, yeah. You can celebrate passing a difficult test with DS2. Oh boy. As much as I like DS2, that's not how I would celebrate, that's for sure. Okay, most important thing here is that I go slow and guarantee the no-hit. I go slow and make sure I no-hit to get another run going. Rather than basically trying to rush my way back there. That was easy. Another very annoying attack. Can I go live till 12 again? I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Like, you know, there'll be this stream, then depending on how pissed off I am about how well runs this stream have gone, there might be another one. But yeah. I was waiting for that to happen. That hasn't happened in a while. That has not happened in a while. I mean, the ball isn't glitched per se, it's just an unbalanced and stupid fight. So... wouldn't necessarily say it's glitched, it's just bad. Okay, let's not get shot in tutorial again. Yay, we didn't get shot. We did not get shot. Oh dear. You're gonna book me in to help you in New Game Plus. I mean, surely you can manage fine though, you know, like... I'd say you need to do like 1.5 playthroughs. But also, you only need to do any percent. Because, of course, in other games, if you want to rush through the game, you can still kind of like miss out on boss fights. Because you can only do them once per playthrough. But because in DS2, you can just do them as many times as you want, so... It doesn't even matter if you like skip a ton of optional bosses, because you can just keep fighting them again whenever you want anyway. I mean, you only need to beat both of them once, though. Say, you only need to get to Damageless Castle on New Game Plus 2. So you only need to beat both of them once. I mean, Looking Glass Knight can be a bit of a tough fight, depending on like the ads, but... I mean, you've beaten them once. I'm sure you can beat them a second time. I mean, yeah, but you'll be more prepared this time, you know? Like, you'll better understand, like, the game and the bosses, so you'll probably do better, you know? Because, like, look, I mean, Looking Glass Knight can be a tough fight, especially given the sort of run of bosses before it, you know? Stuff like Twin Dragon Riders and all this stuff isn't exactly the hardest thing, so... You know, Looking Glass Knight can just be a bit of a... Stop trying to get out of helping you, oh no. And I'm just saying that, you know, like, I helped you with a lot of DS3 stuff, so... I'm just saying it can be good to try the fight yourself again. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say anything else. I mean, say I did help you a lot in DS3. I definitely helped you with Soul of Cinder, Madeira, and Gale. Did I help you with Frida as well? I think I did, yeah. I'm pretty sure I helped you with Frida too. So, like, you know, let's be honest here, I have helped you with quite a lot of bosses. And also with all the fucking farming, yeah. I will say that was definitely a fun evening. Spending like 3 hours on DS3. Just like getting summoned into a world to be killed just on repeat like 60 times. Or however many times it was. I missed the boss. Okay, yeah, exactly my point. I helped you with so many bosses in the S3 that I can't even name them all. So, like, you kind of see my point here. I can't even remember all the bosses that I helped you on. I actually don't remember what the other one was. Oh, it was DSA, wasn't it? Yeah. How much one's 0 in DS1? I mean, yeah, but A, I'm worse at DS1, and B, you just use glitches anyway. You just use glitches anyway. It's like, what was I supposed to do? You know? Oh, was there another one as well? What the God, you sure it was your DS3 playthrough? It might have just been another one for me. Holy fuck. Is there seriously another one on top of all of those? Yeah, whose playthrough was it? So it seems I've fought half the bosses for you. Yeah, Midir, Gale, Solar Cinder, Frida, DSA is what I said. Was there another one on top of that? I can't even think of what it would have been. I might have been Abyss Watchers, actually. I kind of remember, like, issues with the summon sign. Might have been Abyss Watchers. Okay, I was kind of correct then. Is that like 6 bosses that I helped you beat? Like, holy fuck. And most of them were like the hardest bosses at that point in the game. Well, at least we can beat Gyobu by ourselves, though. DS2 is difficult. I disagree. But yeah. I can't remember if I used summons in my first playthrough DS3. I definitely didn't use player summons, but I'm trying to remember if I used NPCs. Because instead for my playthrough, I just remember spending like 5 days on one boss. However. Or like fucking fighting Pontiff for 3 days straight. Like 3 days, 3 separate like multi-hour sessions of just Pontiff on my first playthrough. Because I could not do that fight for the life of me. It took me like 10 attempts just to hit him. That's how bad I was at it. I say it took me a good 10 attempts just to hit Pontiff in my first playthrough. And so like 3 days of attempts to actually beat him. You know, hello Nighty or Nighty. Welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Hopefully your day is going well. I mean, for me, the first wall of DS3 was Yudex Gunda. The second wall of DS3 was Fort. The third wall was Abyss Watchers. The fourth wall was Pontiff. My first DS3 playthrough was definitely something. Say, because DS3, like the only games I played before DS3 were like Mario, Zelda, FIFA and Minecraft. To be honest, I didn't play any RNGs, oh my god. Any RPGs. Or like any of that like style of game, so... okay, I don't know what my game's doing. So yeah, even just like Gundyr took me a very long time. And Vort. Oh, that's the wrong way. What is my game doing? Holy fuck. Oh no. That is not a good sign. I mean, yeah, Frida... I mean, Frida's weird for me, like... First playthrough, I probably found her the hardest boss in the game. But I did struggle with Frida quite a lot. But now I find her really easy. Like, especially phase 3 Frida, I actually find really easy now. Which I know definitely isn't, like, in the sort of general consensus, but... You know, everyone finds different fights easier and harder. You know, like, yeah, Frida's just a stamina fight. So Frida now I find really easy and can first try, like, every time. But then something like, I don't know, Demon Prince I just suck at. Or even like Aldrich I think I'm also quite bad at. Like Medea and Frida I find really easy now. Because I had to fight them for so long to beat them once that the moveset is just like ingrained into my mind now. Yeah, say Night, I've been streaming, I've been doing like Sekiro runs like a couple times a week. Trying to get this one. Dude, what is wrong with me? Was that the wrong angle? Yeah, Aldrich is fine until it does the arrow attack in phase 2. Dude, what is actually wrong with me today? Oh my god. What the fuck has happened? I mean, in fairness, I will still make the argument that I shouldn't have been hit there, not because like Genny did something weird, but because like we should currently be like in Fountainhead or something, because Ape shouldn't have hit us. You know, I'm just gonna hold on to that argument. It's also the easy part of Genichiro. Yeah, I guess at this point I just need to fucking do a run. My god, I'm bad today. My god, I'm playing bad today. Don't want to see the red. That's the thing, like... But that's what annoys me. This is the thing that annoys me even more with the 8 fight. Is because I'm doing so bad today. You know, it's not like I'm getting like run after run after run into Fountainhead. It's just like, oh, Ape glitched and got me hit, so okay, I have to restart, but you know, next one is going to make it to Fountainhead or whatever. You know, it's like, that was my one like decent run. That's the only decent run I've had today. And that's how it ended. What do I do? What the fuck do I do? I'm gonna have to have like a really fucking long practice session over the weekend of going through everything. Because apparently it's not even difficult stuff anymore that gets me hit. Yeah, go on, Will. If I'm not going to Sekiro, just do a late night DS2. I mean, honestly... honestly, maybe. I don't know. Okay, remember to do Genicho attack power here so that I don't have... Yeah, Champions Covenant respawns enemies. I'm thinking what else... But I do kind of want to do a longer thing today. Or like do another evening stream. Or like do a second stream today. I kind of do want to, but... You know, if I do, it's pretty clear that it's not going to be Sekiro no hit. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's not going to be Sekiro no hit, that's for sure. I'm trying to think of when I'm next going to do this then. Because I have something else planned for either Wednesday or Friday. You know, not sure which one, but I have something else planned for either next Wednesday or Friday. And so... yeah, but Will doesn't want me to play the DLCs before he has. I mean, maybe this will next be Tuesday? I don't actually know. To keep this one as deathless, all memories, yeah. Good idea. Oh yeah, I know you're doing 100%, but I would also question why you're doing all the farming stuff before the DLC. You know, I don't... That's the bit I don't understand. Why are you doing all the boring farming stuff before you've even finished, like, playing all the content? Because the way I did Platinum, I always did all the content first, and then left the farming till the end. So that way I'd be more likely to sort of you know, do the farmings. It's like, oh, this is the last thing I need for platinum, so I'm going to do it, sort of thing, you know? Although that didn't really work in DS3 just because of how awful DS3 farming is. Oh, no, it just seems odd, yeah. There are a couple, like, challenge run ideas I also have, which I know I could maybe do that this evening. I say there are a couple ideas, so maybe I do that, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, I guess you can look at it that way as well. Like, do the stuff you don't want to do first, so there's more of a motivation to finish it. The issue with me is if that were the case for me, and it's like, oh, I need to do this first, because there's this thing I really want to do after it, I would just simply stop doing the thing I didn't want to do and do the thing I wanted to. Like, me in that situation would just stop farming and go and play the DLC. I mean, I'm saying maybe I might do a live this evening, to be fair. Do like a little bonus one. Then yeah, probably... I'm trying to think, if I start a challenge run this evening, then maybe I can either do that or Sekiro No Hit Tuesday. As I said, either Wednesday or Friday I have something else planned. And maybe also more No Hit the other one. I don't know. As I said, I do kind of want to do something to try and... Well, kind of, not necessarily take my mind off how bad this was, but just as a small break from how shit runs today were, and also to kind of make up for it. Because say we've had one run make it past Genichiro. I'd say it'll probably be Sekiro, to be fair. So I have a list of like 5 runs that I kind of want to do in various games. So it'll probably be a Sekiro one next. And yet, I mean, I'm pretty sure you said earlier that you had like 18 medals. I can't remember exactly. I mean, 12 medals I don't think takes too long. Like, I remember like drop rate for them being decent. You know, not like awful or anything. I mean, I need to decide when to do DS3. I mean, the main reason I'm leaning towards this Sekiro one is, and the main reason I lean towards this is that it doesn't need a mod or anything. Like, I don't need to install a mod or anything to do it. It's like anything DS3, like challenge run, I probably need to get a mod. So I probably want to like sort all that out before, like I try the run. Because aim 2 hours seems low for me. Like, I swear I think it only took me maybe like 3 hours of farming to get all of them. Although I don't know what like your item discovery is, so maybe I had like, because I did like respec and get my full build for item discovery. Your phone keeps telling you that I'm streaming now, yeah. I mean, hey, in fairness, Marina, I did not think I would get hit there. Interesting. In fairness, Marina, my phone also tells me sometimes I'm streaming. Like, I get notifications on my phone that I am streaming. Like, no shit. I know I am. You know? It's like, just YouTube notifications like, go and watch Ember MTZ is live. It's like, I know I'm live. I don't need the notification, YouTube. Yeah. So it comes through on my phone, it's just like, I don't need you to tell me. I'm pretty certain that I know when I'm live. Oh dear. I mean, hey, we're still on for Deathless. Yeah, we didn't die, we only got shot, so... I honestly don't understand like YouTube and also Twitch notifications for that matter. Sometimes they tell you like as soon as the message is sent. You know, for like anyone's stream or video or something, like as soon as the thing gets posted or sent, it's like, oh hey, by the way, this person's live, or you know, this person's uploaded a video or whatever. And then sometimes it sends you a notification like 5 hours into the stream. It's just like, gee, thanks. Yeah, I remember there's also armor. I'm pretty sure there's armor you can get that increases item discovery. So I seem to remember that I was like maxed on I was pretty much maxed on item discovery. I had the armor, I had the symbol of avarice, which is the mimic head. You know, I had like gold serpents. There are various like weapons you can hold to boost item discovery, coins. Like I had everything for when I was doing Sunlight Meadow. Yeah, and sometimes you also just get nothing, that's true. I can't remember where you get the ring. So I remember, like, when I did it, I respec'd into a faith build so I could just one-shot everything. Group everything up and then one-shot it. And hope I got a Sunlight Medal. Honestly, like, I don't think DS2 Covenant farming was that bad. DS1 was definitely the easiest. Oh, was it from Gargoyles? Interesting. I kind of like in DS2 that bosses in like New Game Plus drop extra things. No, it's not just, oh, here's some more souls. They also drop like rings and stuff. I do kind of like that. Your acidic bonfires, you get more? If you say so. So I don't know. I can't remember if that's something I did or not. I don't know. I don't know if that would affect item discovery or just like... Or maybe because enemies are more difficult, they like drop more stuff or something. I don't know. Okay. I honestly think that like Fake Monk could be kind of annoying to fight if you actually had to. Yes, I don't know exactly how that works, if it's true or not, but I mean, it kind of sounds like something DS2 would do, to be fair. Definitely sounds like something they would do. Right, let's try and not get trolled by Ape this time. Try and not get trolled by Ape. Where the fuck am I going? I almost did the jump all the way back down to the cave again. I completely forgot where Ape was. I'm just not in like the mindset. I'm just not with it for no hit right now. Oh dear. Sometimes you just have shit days for attempts. That is the wrong thing. Okay, so we're not using an Echo on... Take your pick, I don't know. Probably one of the drunkards. Also, I was not early on that. Also, that did not hit me. I mean, it did, but I'm just in denial at this point. Okay, today has not been great. Oh dear. Apparently I didn't deflect that. Okay, if the first ape was bad, this one's even worse. Yeah, Deathless. Deathless, yeah. Deathless. Dude, I don't understand how I've gone from, like, yesterday's runs to today's runs. That's another hit, oh my god. Oh boy. I'm just not with it for whatever reason for no hit. Yeah, Prisoner's Clothes is what I was thinking of, yeah. So I remember there was some armor that increases item discovery. Oh, look at how incredible that ape fight was. Just the 3 hits. Holy fuck. Oh, this is definitely a run, that's for sure. This is definitely a run. Dude, 5 hits in the fucking Shura section is quite something, I have to say. What am I getting? The fact that Ape is only like a third of the way through the run time-wise now. It's actually pretty ridiculous to think about. Let's say Ape is like a third of the way. Well, off to Owl. I wonder if I can keep the theme going of like getting a hitless section, then getting hit, then a hitless section, then getting hit. I wonder if I can like keep this little pattern of green and reds going. Which means we need a hitless Owl. Oh no, I just realised. To keep the pattern of green and red going means we're getting hit by True Monk. Oh no. Yeah, this is the Sekiro All Memories hit and damage attempts. We're just trying to take as many hits as possible. Okay, bad RNG. But what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Took a while. Took a while. I mean, in fairness, I had a lot of good AO RNG recently. So that kind of makes up for it. Kind of makes up for it. They've got this little green and red thing going. Just alternating which sections I get hitless. A flower. And yeah, we always get the joys of like 5 hours of dialogue. I love how this basically just puts True Monk on hold. Just kind of builds the anticipation. Will, are you using any of like the rusted coins? Or whatever they're called? Because I think they give you like another 50 if you're not using them already. It could also just be that you have good item discovery, but the like the drop rate is just very low. But that could be another thing. So I think they go away when you warp. I'm not sure if they also go away when you rest at an idle. But yeah, they're very much kind of like a one-time thing. Right, I do think they kind of go away when you rest or something. I mean, there should be an icon to say that you have an effect. I think if there might be an icon in the top left that shows when you have it on, but I don't know. Or maybe not if it's getting overridden by other item discovery stuff. So I can't remember exactly. As I said, it's been like 2.5, 3 years since I did the farming for DS2. So like, I can't remember exactly what it does or like what it's supposed to look like. I mean, it seems to be getting pretty quickly though, so... I mean, yeah, if you only need 10 more, then... It also depends how many like enemies you're killing per run and how long runs are taking. I mean, like, obviously I can't tell that, but it depends if you're being fully optimal with the runs. Right, off to Fountainhead. I mean, so I can't remember exactly how long the runs I did were, like the loops, but I guess it just kind of depends on how many enemies attack you. Okay, first bar. Second bar. Okay, it doesn't matter how bad I'm playing, True Monk is still easy. Good to see there's some consistency here. Doesn't matter how bad we're doing, that boss is easy. Yeah, I've ruined the streak of alternating between green and red, so I guess we need to reset, yeah. True Monk felt bad for how like awful runs have been. Just she's got to give me one, yeah. Let me have this one. I can never do this. Why can I never do this? Okay, there we go. That very nearly hit me. They can actually hit the right angle there or the right trajectory, just hit a wall. Oh, I'm supposed to do the memory there, but whatever. What I do think I'll do though is I'm not going to do the full like quest that I do to get the extra Acco and to get the extra Accos. I don't think I'm going to spend the time doing that like entire quest. Because it's not really worth it. Like, it's obviously worth it in a no-hit, but for just a shit run like this, I can't really be bothered to spend like 5 minutes going back and forth to buy 4 Accos. I guess 5 Accos because I accidentally used one on Ape. So I think we're just going to go like straight through to Dragon. And ignore that entire like quest line. Yes, I mean, I'll still pick up all this stuff because this is like the purification stuff that I get. So all the like confetti and echoes around Fountainhead are useful. But yeah, the whole quest line isn't really worth it at this point. I say, like, obviously we'll do the full run, but it just means that, I guess probably for, like, Father Owl or Sword Saint, I'm not going to have all the echoes I would. Or, like, the Drunkards. It just means I need to pick a couple, like, bosses to ignore echo. Nine more to go, Will. I think getting one every like 5 minutes is decent, I think. Do I do all bosses Sekiro? I don't know, I mean I could, but I don't even remember where all the mini bosses are. Well, the most annoying part is all the mini bosses include the fucking 5 Headless, which I'd be stuck on for eons. I don't know. Yeah, I do kind of want to start a challenge run, maybe. It's one that I actually tried it like 6 months ago, and I've been looking forward to retrying it. So I kind of do want to do that. You know, hello Yama. You know what's funny? Let's hear it. Let us see what is funny. Yeah, I do think I probably will like start a new challenge. Just basically anything where I'm actually allowed to make mistakes. For Butterfly you got Genicho Final Boss version, and for Farther Out you got Castle Tomoe version. Interesting. Oh, that kind of seems like... So just the 2 Genichos have gone to like the Hirata bosses. Tomoe Genicho just fancied taking a trip to Hirata, I guess. What challenge? You will find out when I go live. So I do think I will do something this evening. Like an extra bonus thing. Dude, how did you miss? What is going on? Thank you. Yeah, Seed clearly likes Genicho, that's for sure. Good, there we go. Five main bosses have been Genitro. How does that even work? I swear randomizers are supposed... I swear it's just a shuffle. I might be wrong then. I thought the Sekiro randomizer was just a shuffle. Because Genitro should have 4 versions. You should have the tutorial version, 2 Ashna Castle versions, and then the final version. Interesting. I mean, yeah, there are settings, I think, that affect that, but... yeah. I mean, Genitro is a fun fight, so... I honestly kind of find him a bit annoying now because of no hit. Like, just with the amount of times you have to fight him for no hit. What are you doing? What is the dragon doing? Two normal, but yeah, I assume there's some setting you probably hit. I mean, I could also just be completely wrong, and maybe the Sekiro randomizer isn't a shuffler. But I'd assume there's probably a setting you've hit. Okay, I'm gonna try dodging all of these attacks with lock-on. Of course, we had that run, was it yesterday, where I wasn't using lock-on, which is what I'd normally do, but I got hit. So I'm kind of curious to see if being locked on changes this. Okay, I'm also going to be running in the same direction, which is good. Okay, at that time I didn't get hit when I was locked on. So I was making sure I was running parallel. Maybe lock-on is the way to go. Just for safety reasons. Maybe lock-on is the way to go. If Shichiman Warrior isn't in the normal arena, it just respawns every... I mean, yeah, I think that happens not just in, like, Sekiro, but with basically any boss that can teleport in a randomizer. If they're not in, like, their proper arena, they don't have anywhere to teleport to. So they just always appear in the same location. So that also happens with, like, Twin Princes in DS3. They're probably... I can't even remember if there are any Elden Ring bosses that teleport. But I'm pretty sure that happens with most bosses. Dragon is in the Demon of Hatred arena. Oh, that sounds like fun. I mean, in fairness, at least it's big enough. Like, does the randomizer not add in, like, a way to kill Dragon when it's not in its normal arena? I thought it did. Or, like, you can still melee attack Dragon, I think. I mean, you can definitely still, I think, build its posture and some vitality, but I think you can technically kill Dragon with like mortal draws and things. You don't actually need the lightning per se. It's just a bit of a sort of finicky way to do it. You actually do it in speedruns that way. Like, instead of waiting for the lightning, you basically just mortal draw the dragon a bunch. Ganitra had infinite health, that seems fun. That might just be a reflection thing then. Well, that's just the joys of DS2 lock-on. There's not really anything you can do about it. Good old DS2 lock-on. Like lock-on and enemy tracking. Oh, I just never gave a death blow. Wait, do you have mortal draw? Do you have mortal blades? Because Dragon won't let you kill it without mortal blade. It actually checks. You do. Okay, I don't know what's going on then. I don't know what's going on with that then. So I know that for like Immortal Severance speedruns, if you do like all glitches you're allowed, you need to go back and get Mortal Blades because you cannot kill Dragon without it. I don't actually think you technically need it for Ishin. Like, it doesn't actually check if you have it for Ishin. But it definitely checks it for Dragon. Or should you play Dark Souls 2 or 3? I mean, Dark Souls 3 is by far the better game. Like, it's faster paced, the controls feel better. In general, the areas are better, the bosses are way better. I mean, I'd say it depends. Like, if you're only going to play one of them, I would say DS3. But if you want to maybe play both, then playing DS3 and then going back to DS2, which is what I did, might feel very rough. Because of, like, the difference in, like, combat speed and, like, how, like, responsive the controls are. So I think if I had to pick one, I would say DS3. If you're planning on playing both, I would probably recommend doing DS2 first. So I think going from DS2 to 3 would be a lot better control-wise, rather than going from DS3 to 2. I mean, DS3 is just straight up the better game. There's no question about it. Come on. Easy. Okay, at least now True Monk isn't the only thing that's broken the, like, alternating streak. Okay. Time for Demon. Oh boy. Time for Demon. I mean, at least we're not potentially about to ruin a Hitless run, so that's fine. Let's start the fight there and then Homeward Idol just to clear all of the ads. And now it's just a 1v1. You prefer Nashandra to Soul of Cinder? That is definitely an opinion. That is definitely an opinion, Will. It's not the correct opinion, but it... Okay, can I just ask how? Can I just ask how you think Nashandra is better? I do not get that. Yeah, it's an opinion. No one's going to agree with it, but it is an opinion. Soul of Cinder is such a good fight. Because it's easier. Yeah, okay. It's better because it doesn't challenge you, is basically what you're saying. You don't have to, like, work for the victory. Yeah, that's not a reason it's easier. I mean, I know Soul of Cinder gave you pain because I had to come and fucking do the first phase for you. I think Soul of Cinder maybe took me like 20 tries to beat. I remember Gale only taking me 3. I honestly probably thought the Soul of Cinder was like the second hardest boss in my first playthrough. I think the only one I kind of found harder was Pontiff. And say Gale I beat on my 3rd try. My 1st try I got him 1 hit from death when I died. 2nd time I died in I think phase 1, and then my 3rd try I beat him. Yeah, that was me being greedy. Completely my fault. I mean, Nameless King I found difficult, but not on the same level as Soul of Cinder. Although now I actually find Nameless quite easy. So I went back and did the fight again pretty recently and actually found it quite easy. Yeah, Greatwoods is not a great fight, that's for sure. It's all the ads in phase 1 that I found annoying. By just trying to actually like find a chance to hit the boss because of all the ads. Yeah, I honestly think Nameless King is easier than Soul of Cinder. Because there's only one moveset to learn, you haven't got all the different like switches. Like I can't like switch between everything. Yeah, I think I mean, the hardest part about King of Storm is the camera. I know people say it a lot, but it's because it's true. Although, actually, I would probably agree, in all honesty. Because King of the Storm has some weird attacks, I think. A lot of like the lightning attacks that Nameless King does, like with the spear, like the lightning attacks with the spear, I always seem to get hit by. I can never figure out like the correct timing or positioning for dodging them. So honestly, I probably agree with that. That King of the Storm is harder. Yeah, isn't the reason that like Gwyn basically disowned him or something, and so they didn't want to be associated with him? Or like, 'cause he like went to, or like he went to hang out with some dragons or something, and Gwyn didn't like that, so he like got rid of him and took every mention of him out of wherever he could. Which is why like a lot of the Sunlight Warrior statues are sort of destroyed. So I think that's supposed to be like Nameless King, but it's destroyed or something. Yeah, he like befriended dragons and then Gwyn just didn't like that and got rid of him. Yeah. Oh my god. I did the jump and then just fell down. I mean, the king could even... I don't know, it could refer to like king of something. It could even just be because he was... like in... like he was technically part of Gwyn's bloodline, so he could just be a king in that sense, and then... like he still calls himself king or something, even though his name's been erased. I don't know. Also, why can I not get this jump anymore? I literally just did it first try. I literally just did it first try. I literally did it first try and then fell down. I mean, I don't know, but that's probably... Dude, why can I not do this? I'm using the right lineup. I don't know, I mean, say that's probably not right, that's just maybe a possibility. Okay, I did not expect to be on this jump for this long. Is he not the oldest male? I thought he might have been the oldest male. Was he the youngest? Thank you. Holy fuck. I mean, yeah, I don't know what he'd be the king of, but... How did you see me? I would say it's just a possibility. I don't know, like, what. So it might just be King of Dragons. I don't know. Or like wyverns or something. And that's the thing, like, I mean, it is also possible, yeah, that the king doesn't have any like law reason and they just called him that, but to try and like actually make the connection that he is a child of Gwyn. But and I kind of doubt that they would just call it that to like have players make the connection. I'd assume there is an actual reason for it. Ah, shit. What's after the boss in Anor Londo is Aldrich, which is, well, Aldrich, Gwendolyn, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Yorm in the I mean, you don't need to beat Pontiff to fight Yorm though. Like Aldrich, you need to beat Pontiff. Yorm, you don't need to beat Pontiff. Okay, how many of these have I got? I've got 6 of those, 3 of those. So I need 1 of those for Butterfly. 3 more. Okay, I'm not going to use any buffs for this. I hate that attack with a passion. No, Gwendolyn. So Aldrich is the sludge. Like Aldrich is all the sludge around the place. Gwendolyn is like the body and head at the top that Aldrich is devouring. So Pontiff fed Gwendolyn to Aldrich. And so Gwendolyn is like the head part and the body, and then Aldrich is all the sludge. Which is also why like the music is based off of Gwendolyn's, and also a lot of the attacks are very similar to Gwendolyn's in DS1. Oh, that does sound like an interesting theory. Yeah, I mean, it is in Ornstein Smo's boss room. Oh, well, I didn't even hear that. I mean, I'm assuming that there isn't like a canonical, like, one of which we killed for ONS. I don't know if it would consider that we killed both of them, because we did have to beat them both. So I wonder if like the canon considers them both dead, or... I mean, it is plausible, but not necessarily sure how likely it is. Okay, so I have 2 of those left. I can just use them both on Sword Saint. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think there's a canon, like, way round that we fought ONS. I guess, yeah, there is an Ornstein in DS2. Is the DS2 Ornstein, like, actually Ornstein? Like, is it supposed to be, like, the same person? Or is it just someone else in the armor? I don't know, maybe they just don't take the player influence into account when, like, considering timeline and, like, who's killed who and all this stuff. No, but they must take the player in account. Like, they must take the player into account because that's what Soul of Cinder is. Like, Soul of Cinder is all of the Lords that have linked the fire, which is why it has all the magic and different builds and everything, because it's all the players. So they must do. Oh yeah, the DS3 Dragon Slayer armor is being piloted by all the pilgrim butterflies that float around. Like, that one is just like a hollow armor, basically. There's no one actually in that, I think. Yeah, Ornstein's probably just in DS2 because DS2. Because that's what DS2 decided that would happen. Oh yeah, Twin Princes is really good. Twin Princes is my favourite base game boss. Like, that fight is a lot of fun. I mean, it could just be a fanboy, yeah. But I don't know. Like, the most likely thing is that due to DS2's development, they just kind of chucked him in there and then try and come up with, like, a reason for him to be there afterwards. I mean, is he though, Will? Like, kind of, but is he? I don't know about that. Our placed false monk in the hidden forest. Oh, yeah, that's quite not. That's the thing with randomizers. Sometimes they're like really lore accurate for no reason. Isn't that also where Lady Butterfly trained to learn like illusion stuff? I think she also trained in the forest. I mean, yeah, they might be based off of Smoke, but I doubt they're intended to be the same thing. Mate, you gonna... Thank you. I think DS2 in general is obviously like very hit by development issues, so I think it's always going to be hit or miss if there's necessarily a reason for certain things being there, or if it was kind of like chucked in as a last minute. Yeah, I don't know how I kept getting hit by that lightning all the time the past, like, couple days. You just need to dodge forwards. I mean, yeah, it definitely has some unique bosses, that's for sure. Definitely has some unique bosses. Watch the Guardian Ape run? Nice. What did you think? It was definitely... And I honestly don't think it was as difficult as a run as I thought it would be. I did expect it to be harder. Yeah, go for it. Say whatever you want to, yeah. When even was that? Like, how long ago was that video? Let me check. When was the ape video? 4 months ago. 7th of October, holy fuck. I mean, I get that, yeah, but that's the thing, it's like... There's only... You know, there's only so many boss fights you can show, especially when every enemy is literally the same boss, there's only so many fights you can show before it starts getting a bit tedious, but yeah, I do kind of get that. I mean, there were still a lot of things included in of just me like going about my business and then just getting sniped out of the air by shit, but you know, I think it's the same thing with the All Radahn run that I did in Elden Ring. Like, sure, you show boss fights, but it gets to a point where you don't really want to spend too long showing each fight because they're all literally the same. I probably didn't show, because I didn't even do the cricket room is the thing. I tried it for a bit, but literally could not get through it. So I basically just used a randomizer exclusive thing to get past it. Because normally if you go to the Bell Demon, like through Ashen Outskirts, through where the Headless is, the door is shut. But in the randomizer you can select have that door open. And then from that door you can get back to the main part of Sempo. Which is what I did. So I didn't actually go through the cricket room. I tried to, but yeah, I couldn't. I could have shown a bit more, yeah, but I guess that's just how I decided to make it when I did. Okay, in all honesty, for how shit of a run that was, 8 hits, it's honestly not that bad. For how dreadful that was, 8 hits is not bad. Yeah, the poison pool was definitely the most like tricky part to figure out a strategy for. That was good practice, yeah. Definitely was good practice. But say... So I really need to fucking practice this a ton. Holy fuck. I need to go through and practice this. Saying if it weren't for that ape... Honestly, if it weren't for that ape glitch, we probably would have been fine. If it weren't for that ape glitch, we probably would have been fine. But, I mean, hey. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of when I'm going to do this next. So I don't know what I'm doing Tuesday. It could be this, it could be DS2, it could be Challenge Run, I don't know. Then Wednesday, I have something planned. I don't know if I'm going to do that Wednesday or Friday, but I have something planned for like a one stream run thing. And then, I don't know, Friday might be more of this. See, things I really want to like try and grind this out and get it, because I want to go back to Elden Ring all bosses before the DLC. But I don't want to just kind of pick that up again and just have this on the side. I kind of feel that if I don't try and grind this out, I'm just not going to get it. But we'll see. Right. So that is going to be me done for now, I should say. I might go live a bit later. I might go live a bit later for maybe another like 3 hours or something. If I do, it will be new challenge run. It'll be a new Sekiro challenge run. So basically I want to play some Sekiro without the fear of being hit, you know? I want to play Sekiro where I'm actually allowed to make mistakes. So yeah, I will probably go live later in maybe even just like a couple hours. For another like 3 hours or something for the challenge run. But yeah. So yeah, pretty decent week coming up for various different runs and challenges and things. Right. So stream's going to be done. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, there is a link there. So I will probably be live in like a couple hours for more Sekiro, but something different Sekiro. If not, then next stream will be Tuesday, but I think I will be. So yeah, but say that's me done. So thank you all of you for watching. Soy runs were complete dog shit today, but just means I need to do a practice session. So yeah, probably see you in a couple of hours, if not Tuesday. But until then, thank you all and take care.